2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Welcome, everyone, to a great Sunday night with the DA. It's all yours.
Thank you, Kevin.
It's rugged, tough road, David. No question about it. Thank you. Now, we'll look at Dallas's starting lineup. The guard pair, it's Doncic and Hardaway. Finney Smith in at the forward with Porzingis as the other. And it's Powell in at the 5 down low. And for Phoenix, up at forward, they'll have Bridges and Crowder. The star backcourt of Paul and Booker are out there. And it's Ayton in at the 5 spot.
And that's a quick foul for him there. It looks like the refs are going to call this one pretty close.
Paul against Doncic. Paul kicks to Booker. Back to Paul. Right side Crowder. 5 to shoot. Knocked loose. Now the pass to Bridges. Fades away. And it's Ayton missing.
Usually, guys, he's going to knock that one down from there. Proficient at operating in that medium range area.
To the paint. Here's Porzingis. He can't get that one. Now the Suns take it the other way. Here's Bridges. Up and in on the layup. Bridges has got the opening basket of the game for the Suns.
And the first of many to come. Explosive offensive talent on both sides.
Boy, I tell you what, that's going to be like a pinball machine, the way that scoreboard's going to light up.
Here's Finney Smith. Down low. And Paul pulls it down. And here's Phoenix. Inside. Crowder, the pass to Bridges. Paul dishes to Bridges. Back to Paul. Suns moving the ball around. Fast break, Dallas. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls.
Well, we know how good Doncic is with the ball, pulling up off the dribble, so it does him a bunch of good when he's converting his catch-and-shoot jumpers as well. Balances out his offensive game.
Now, here's Bridges. Back to Paul. On the wing, Booker. 6 on the shot clock. Shot by Crowder, no good.
Man, I can't believe he blew that gimme, guys. Well, I know he's frustrated about that.
And it's good, 2 points.
Nice recognition there by Porzingis. He's getting better and better as a passer.
And so here's Phoenix following the score by Dallas. Pass to Crowder for 3. It's rebounded by Dallas. Left side, Porzingis. Pass to Powell. Here's Finney Smith. He's covered by 8. Here's Powell. And it's good. Assisting on the play with Hardaway.
Well, you know, guys, we know Hardaway can score, but when he makes these passes, it makes him a lot more dangerous.
2 minutes.
Paul kicks to Ayton. Gets the 3-pointer to fall.
And good to get him going early. That shot should give him some confidence.
Perhaps he's set for a big night. I mean, he can be a difference maker for him when he's on his game.
Now here's Powell. Porzingis passes to Powell. Back to Porzingis. And that's out of bounds. Dallas will retain possession.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
Here's Powell. Pass to Finney Smith. And the rejection by Ayton.
Tremendous at anticipating when shots are going up. Ayton is outstanding at protecting the rim.
The Mavericks leading. The pass to Powell. To the middle. Here's Finney Smith. Bridges with the board.
Not much falling for him this quarter, guys, and you can sense his frustration.
Porzingis with the steal. Doncic with it. Now guarded by Crowder. Oh, that's blocked. And Phoenix pushing it up now. Bridges leading the charge. Porzingis with the block.
When a guy has a 7'6" wingspan like Porzingis does, it's just tough to get away from him or get by him. That allows him to block a lot of shots.
That's his first.
A fantastic mobile one block. This one deserves another look.
And an early swat like that can really set the tone. Now the shooters will be feeling his presence.
Here's Doncic. That one a little long.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Bridges outside. Pass to Ayton. Shoots over Powell, and that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Mavericks have gotten just 3 of their first 9 shots to go down in this game. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Doncic passes to Powell. Shoots. Nifty move. Out of bounds, Phoenix takes possession.
Phoenix ball.
Here's Booker. Ayton wide open. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And a closely contested grit and grind first quarter comes to a close. Mavericks lead by 1. And back in a moment as we'll get underway. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And what do you think, guys, about Dallas here in this one?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
On the court for Dallas here in the second, we've got Brown. Jalen Brunson out there with Reggie Bullock. Then there's Brown. And it's Cleveland in at the power forward. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And in 2021, we saw Tim Duncan enter the Hall of Fame. You think of his iconic bank shot. And Clark, why don't more players, you think, perfect that shot?
Well, you know what? Shots that are that iconic are really hard to master. So I think some legends have just perfected something that few others can master in the same way. That's part of it. And then the other part of it is that the game is so different now. It's a three-point shooting game. You don't necessarily need a signature shot. If you can shoot it from deep and drive it, then you can play in today's NBA.
And here's Brunson. Here's Brown. And Brown throws it down hard.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Crowder, the pass to Booker. 4 on the shot clock. Over to the left wing. McGee. They get it back.
Hard work and soft hands, guys. That's what made that play possible.
No simple offensive rebound there. Going for the tip in.
But that's the way to go if you've got good position.
And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And the Suns here with a different look. Kaminsky, he's checked in for Trump. Johnson comes in for Bridges. Landry Shamet's checked in for Booker. And it's Payne in for Chris Paul. Johnson dishes to Kaminsky. And it's blocked by Brown. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Brown. Payne finds McGee. Brunson with it. Working on Payne. Brunson, no good. Phoenix has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. To the inside and taken away by Brown. And they're on the break. Brown with it. Now guarded by Payne. In the corner, it's Kleba. Over in the corner, Brown. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Mavericks.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
You know, another thing they've done well, guys, this first half is challenge shooters and change shots. A bunch of block shots early.
And that's just showing off right there, guys. I mean, he is too good with that crossover.
Brunson kicks to Brown. Passes it to Kleba. Back to Brown. Now, here's Kleba. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Shot clock at 2. Brunson, no good. The Suns have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. To the middle, Johnson. Oh, and the jam by Johnson.
Oh, going high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam.
Boy, nice way to punctuate that possession. You know, year after year, Shamet provides sharp passing and knockdown shooting. He's tremendous in the clutch. You know, I think his teammates and coaches trust him to make the right play at crunch time.
Pass to Kaminsky. He kicks it to Johnson. It's deflected. Out of bounds. Dallas takes possession.
Dallas ball.
.111 left to play here in the half.
And at the defensive end of the floor, Shamet has found his groove.
And, you know, Greg, sometimes defense is really about confidence, want to, and just getting stronger as a pro. And that's what's happened for Shamet. He uses anticipation and added strength to be very effective defensively.
Clock at 4. Here's Brown. That shot is off. The Suns go the other way with it. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
That's his first personal foul.
It's his first trip to the line.
Team foul. At the line for your Suns.
And that one falls for Johnson. And the Suns here with a different look. Andre Ayton's checked in for JaVale McGee. Crowder comes in for Frank Kaminsky. Booker, he's checked in for Landry Shamet. And Paul subbed in for Cameron Payne. Doncic against Crowder. From outside the arc, it's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
Boy, you better get out there on this guy. Doncic is prime time for real from that three-point line.
Booker the pass to Crowder. The Suns keeping it alive. A new 14. Paul kicks to Booker. Driving in. Out of bounds. Dallas will take possession.
Now into the lineup for your Suns. Mikal Bridges.
Doncic with it. Over Ayton. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far.
Thanks, Kevin. Jason, a hard-fought...
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the first quarter for the Mavericks was fairly even. They ended the period holding on to a slim... And that should...
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. And so it's Paul bringing it up for Phoenix. Trailing by 2. Ayton is the pivot, and Crowder slides in at the 4. The star backcourt of Paul and Booker are out there. And it's Bridges in at the 3, the small forward.
That's who's
out there for Phoenix.
First team foul.
The Mavericks shooting around 41% on the night. Doncic passes to Finney Smith. Porzingis with the ball. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Boy, this team takes on a different attitude when Porzingis imposes his will like that. His energy and attitude, infectious.
Out of bounds, Dallas takes possession. How about that strong defensive performance for this half's Mobile 1 block?
And boy, did he get up quick to reject that shot. That's as fundamental as defense gets.
Booker against Doncic. From downtown. No good. Shot missing. Suns trail by 4. Inside. And the dunk by Booker.
And this is how you convert in transition. Booker running the floor well and being rewarded for it.
The pass to Finney-Smith. Back to Doncic. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Bridges got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
And you know you're special when you're drafted 3rd and people still can't believe you slipped that far. That's how good Doncic has been in his young career.
Doncic kicks to Finney-Smith. Back to Doncic. 6 to shoot. Here's Powell. An easy 2 points on the layup. And Greg, at the time of the 2018 draft, Luka Doncic was regarded as the best international prospect ever.
And that sounds right because, you know, coming from Europe, a lot of people assume that he's got a low ceiling, but he's surpassing all those expectations.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Kristaps Porzingis is returning to form after his knee surgery. He says making sure it's strong and stable is nonstop work. I'm feeling better, and I have confidence that I can go out there and play freely. His offense has been great. It's the defense again. He's still getting right. Guys?
Well, we know he can be a presence, DA, and I think eventually he's going to be what he wants to be. Thank you. Back to Hardaway. And the rejection by Ayton. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. The Mavericks have gone 3 of 6 in the 3rd quarter, 50% from the field. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Johnson, he's checked in for the Suns. Here's Powell. Here's Finney-Smith. Booker pulls it in.
2 minutes
The
remaining.
team has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
We've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
Doncic against Booker. Doncic passes to Finney-Smith. And Doncic gets it to go. And that's now 7 points for Luka Doncic.
That's just a fantastic decision from Doncic, seeing a chance to go to work inside and take it.
Paul dishes to Booker. Down low, Crowder. And Crowder slams it in.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
And a deep 3 from Doncic. Good on the triple. Doncic has got 5 points in the quarter.
He drilled 1 from deep in the first half, doing it again here in the second.
Paul passes to Booker. Back to Paul. Over Doncic. And it's Paul missing. Dallas leading by 3. Outside Hardaway. Kicks to Powell. Crowder with the steal. Here's Booker. High quality look, and he sinks it. Booker's got his 2nd bucket tonight.
Totally unselfish play there from Ayton. Sends the ball to someone with a wide open look.
Doncic looking it over. And it's off from 3-point range. And it's Paul with the ball for the Phoenix Suns. Booker the pass to Johnson. Ayton controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Suns lead by 1.
A towering presence on the offensive glass. Ayton uses his height well to keep possessions alive.
Near the 3-point line, it's Doncic. No good on the shot. And we just finished the 3rd quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Suns lead by 1. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. On the floor for Dallas, the guard pair, it's Doncic and Hardaway. Big men on the floor, it's Porzingis and Powell. And it's Brown in at the small forward. Doncic outside. And Doncic throws it down.
Doncic doing a nice job showing you some sneaky explosion and athleticism on that throwdown.
Timeout called, the Suns.
And Dwight Powell continuing his comeback. The ruptured Achilles back in 2020. And that injury now not the career ender it once was.
Well said, Greg. Guys come back from that because of the advances in technology and training. And a credit to Powell that he's back and looking as tough and as impactful as ever. He's a guy that kind of holds the mortar together on teams. Does a lot of the stuff that needs to be done.
Catching up on the changes for Phoenix. Andre Ayton's checked in for JaVale McGee. Jay Crowder comes in for Kaminsky. Devin Booker, he's checked in for Landry Shamet. And Paul subbed in for Cameron Payne. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, here's what Monty Williams went over with his team during the timeout. With this game still up for grabs, he told his team, hey, we're in position to take this one, guys. Let's stay focused and stay together, and we'll get it done. See how it plays out, Kevin.
Okay, time now for an injury report. And now David Aldridge has an update for us on Mikal Bridges. Hey, David, what's the news?
Kevin, I caught up with the head athletic trainer for the Suns. He told me it's a pinched nerve in his neck, and that has him in a lot of pain.
Thanks for the status report there, David. At least we now know, Greg, how he's doing.
Yeah, when you talk injury, the unknown factor is always a difficult thing to deal with.
And, you know, for him, just watching his teammates unable to contribute, that's really a helpless feeling.
Not shy from outside. There's no doubt about that. Spreading the floor and getting them up.
Love the mentality there, I tell you. I know I've never coached, but, man, playing to win and being aggressive even with the lead as opposed to being safe and going into prevent offense, I'll take the former all day long. Play to win.
Sweet find there by Booker. All eyes on him with the ball, and Devin understands that. Has a nice feel for giving up the rock.
And there's the call on Devin Booker. That's his third foul of the game. The Suns making a change here. Bridges checks in. Outside, Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
How about Porzingis showing us a little dexterity and fleet-footedness there? Love seeing him work that part of his game into his back.
Booker finds Paul. Here's Crowder. Porzingis with the block. And that's out of bounds. Phoenix will retain possession. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. That one good for two. Paul's got his first basket.
Nice work by Paul, as usual, in that mid-range area. So effective there.
Doncic passes to Porzingis. Out to Doncic. A three ball. Phoenix grabs the miss. Bridges has got his fifth rebound in this one. Booker outside. Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. To the paint. Here's Paul. Can't tie it up as that one's no good. And there's the call on DeAndre Ayton. That is his first foul of the game.
Third team foul.
Dallas has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Doncic outside. Up top, Brown. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Good work defensively by Crowder to tie it up. No good from Booker.
Suns foul. Jay Crowder. That's his first personal foul.
Breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Mavericks.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ballgame.
And also, how about the points they've gotten in transition or on the fast break tonight? That's been a huge factor as well.
This is what makes him special, his ability to come through in these spots.
Inside, here's Crowder, and Crowder slams it in.
Boy, what a pass. X-ray vision, leadership skills. CP3, a surefire first ballot Hall of Famer.
1:12 left to play here in the fourth. Ball against Doncic. To the inside. 5 on the clock. Dallas needs to get off a shot. And it's Brown missing. And here's Ayton. He'll bring it up for the Suns. A 2-point game. Here's Booker. Ayton trying to break free. No good from Booker.
Boy, that defense smothered him in there. Love the intensity.
Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
The feed to Paul to tie it up. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's on Luka Doncic.
The craftiness of Paul really on display everywhere, but especially inside and forcing defenders to commit fouls.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Cauley Stein's checked in. And it's tied up with that one.
Needed those and got it. Terrific job at the line under pressure.
We've got 33 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Doncic against Booker. Doncic outside. Brown finds Doncic. No good from three-point territory. Pass to Booker. To the middle. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
He is a great kid. I'd love to see this from a stepping up in the big moment, letting his talent take over.
Dallas calls timeout. They're behind by 2. 5 seconds left in the game. What's your take, guys?
I don't think they should be greedy here and think about a triple. With this much time left, I'd attack the basket, get a high percentage shot in tight, and take my chances in overtime.
And now a moment to present the New Balance player of the game, DeAndre Ayton.
And he's provided them with a major mismatch on that low block tonight. That they've been able to lean on his scoring in the paint.
The coach's challenge has been issued. A team like this, out of the wire, this is what it's for.
This is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And the Suns call time. Here's Booker. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touch by Brown. Here's Booker. Got it!
Devin Booker from Mikal Bridges.
And so it's Phoenix who scraped by with the win. That was a fun night of basketball. Fabulous finish.
Allie, it's...
All right, B.A.
He's doing that. Thanks, Allie. Here are the starters for Utah. The backcourt, it's Conley and Mitchell. Bojan Bogdanovic out there with Royce O'Neal. And it's Gobert in at the 5. And for Phoenix, Bridges and Crowder holding down the forward spots. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt. And it's Ayton in at the 5, roaming the paint. Bogdanovic And two elite teams here. You hear players say that it's just another game. But, Grant, I'm not sure that's true.
Well, we all know you want to bring the same focus and intensity to every game. But the reality is, players get up for the big games, B.A.
Booker can't get it to go. O'Neal on the wing. He's guarded by Bridges. From deep, Conley. Hauled in by Paul.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Pass to O'Neal. Shoots over Bridges. O'Neal misses. Booker against Mitchell. Down low. Here's Crowder. Rebounded by the Jazz. And just over a minute played here to start the game. Back to Mitchell. Gobert on the high post. Crowder with a steal. And it's Paul off the drive. And the shot goes in.
Now how about the ability to knife inside the defense? Chris Paul has been outstanding as a dribble driver his entire career.
Bridges against Conley. Stolen by Ayton. To the paint. Can't hit from in close.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
And a player like Mikal Bridges, he's had very high confidence in his abilities.
Well, I mean, listen, his history is that of a winning player. Came into the league believing in himself because of his career collegiately. National championship player at Villanova. He has every right to think he can be elite. But you can see the confidence that Mikal Bridges has in himself. This guy's going to take pride in going up strong, forcing the issue, and getting himself to the foul line.
Bridges hits them both. For Utah, they've gone 1 of 4 to start. Here's Conley. Inside. And Ayton pulls it down.
Yet another miss. Just 1 for 5. Not exactly an ideal start.
Crowder. The rebound by the Jazz. Pass to Gobert. And the bucket is good.
Well, how about the court awareness from Bogdanovic, showing off his ability to find the open man, Kev.
Outside Paul. And here's Booker. 14 feet away. Second shot opportunity. And Ayton gets it to go.
That'll drive your coach crazy, failing to box out.
And to me, this is a common theme that's running through the league right now. Guys looking to leak out rather than box out.
Gobert drives in. Mitchell with the ball. And it's Paul picking him up. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Well, putting all of that 7-foot frame to use. Rudy Gobert has been one of the consistent offensive rebounders in the league.
Paul passes to Booker. And the 3 off target. Utah's gone 0 for 3 from downtown. Pass to Conley. Launches it. He drains that one after 2 misses. Now 1 for 3.
Well, Mike Conley has proven a consistent three-point shooter in his career. Get a hand up, folks.
Paul against Conley. Buries it from about 10 feet away. Paul's got his second basket on the night.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Gobert with the bucket. The Suns trailing. Paul passes to Booker. Now Crowder. Oh, misses the dunk. Right side Mitchell. Pass to Conley. Fires the 3. It's hauled in by the Suns. Ayton's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Crowder. It's blocked by Gobert.
Rudy Gobert, a consistent force on the defensive end, does a nice job sending that one back.
He remains scoreless on the quarter, unable to help them narrow the gap.
Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
Here's Booker. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. And they're not happy with the call here. Coach has given the signal. He's going to use his challenge. Probably a good idea in such a close contest.
At the line for 2.
People were worried that this would slow the action down. But with so many close calls in every game, the NBA was smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Jazz out in front. They're up by 3. Don't go away. We'll be back with the second quarter in just a moment. And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And taking a look at the Jazz performance here, guys. What do you think?
It's simple. The main takeaway from the first quarter is they're winning this game with defense.
I think across the board, a number of guys who've done a great job guarding multiple positions.
So the Utah 5 right now. The backcourt, it's Conley and Mitchell. Royce O'Neal is out there with Bojan Bogdanovic. And it's Gobert in at the 5. And that was a great replay we just saw of our mobile 1 block.
And this is exactly why he's out here, in order to block shots in tight games like this.
Boy, I give Rudy Gobert a lot of credit for how he responded after the early days of COVID. This guy was made a scapegoat, and he was the first player to test positive. This guy has come back stronger from adversity. You have to love that.
Mitchell against Booker. It's Bridges on the wing. And here's Booker. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Just 4 to shoot. Driving to the basket. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. And Gobert wore it for that unfortunate joke with reporters. But lest we forget, he apologized and donated over $500,000 to COVID relief.
Well, incredible to take what was a tough moment in his career, have the maturity to talk to his teammates, try to heal any rift there, and it shows you what Rudy Gobert is all about. You can see it. Once this guy gets his rhythm, he is so hard to slow down. What an excellent night for him and his team.
Pass to Booker. Here's the 3. Suns keep it alive. Hayden with it. Oh, clanks the dunk. The 3 from Mitchell. Sinks that one after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
He will be unguardable if he starts making shots consistently from this distance. Turn the lights out.
Here's Crowder. And the layup is good off the glass. Crowder's got his first points of the night.
And you like the balance here. Not just falling in love with the 3 ball.
Pass to O'Neal. Outside Conley. Offline with a 3.
His offensive output just isn't there tonight, but his teammates have found a way to pick up the slack.
You guys, this young man does such a good job keeping his balance on the way up to the basket. Mikal Bridges solid at keeping his composure.
And there's a 10-second limit on free throw routines, but we see some players ask for time before they get the ball. Grant, do you think that should count as part of their time?
You know, B.A., I don't see why not. I mean, it's about keeping the game moving. So asking the ref to hold the ball longer, not exactly compatible. This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Payne drives. Pass to Shaman. To the inside. And the layup is good. McGee's got his first points of the game.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. That's why they continue to get attacked.
Here's O'Neal. He's guarded by Bridges.
2 minutes.
Here we go, 1-on-1. Here's Payne. And the shot goes. Now just a 2-point Utah lead.
And you can tell they're in sync right now, expertly turning the steal into fast break points.
Oh, they get a hand on it. And Cameron Payne is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. And the Suns making a change here. Johnson's checked in. 1:43 left in the first half of this game. Conley with the ball. And it's Payne picking him up.
Oh, wow.
Well, if you want to pinpoint one thing about Mike Conley, it's his feel for the game. That's a pretty pass.
Payne against Conley. Pass to Johnson. Now Kaminsky. Shot clock at 6 to the left wing. And here's Payne outside. Mitchell grabs a miss. For Utah, they've gotten 5 of 7 shots to fall in the second. Low block shot. Gobert with it. Right side, Bogdanovic. Another shot. Man, he can't sink that one. He's 2 for 4 in the contest. Pass to McGee. 44 seconds left to play in the first half. And he gets that one. McGee's got 4 points in the quarter.
You're fighting to keep the possession alive, something this guy does so well.
McGee against Conley. Gobert. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. And the Utah Jazz with 3 All-Stars last season. But Grant, safe to say that Rudy Gobert is their most important player when it comes to winning games.
You know, B.A., I think so. I agree. I mean, Donovan Mitchell is terrific. Definitely a star. But you factor Gobert's impact at both ends of the floor, he might just be the most important player on that team. And they're really working the paint now.
Conley finds Mitchell. On the take. Great D that time from McGee.
He's got a great defensive mind. He gets good position and affects the release.
And he did it without fouling, and that's become an art, changing shots without making...
And the first half comes to a close in a tie game. And we'll see you back here.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It is a good game we have here after, for the Suns, the first quarter was pretty even. And in that period, the most they trailed by was... That's all for now.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. You look at Rudy Gobert in this game, he's been everywhere.
Well, he really outdid himself in that first half. Stepped up and gave them a big lift.
A huge bonus. Boy, when he's contributing like this, it makes everything easier for his team.
Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt. Crowder and Ayton, the bigs. And it's Bridges in at the small forward position. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Mitchell with the ball. And that's a foul called on Donovan Mitchell. That's his first foul.
Boy, that's the last thing they needed. This game too close to be making those kinds of errors.
The Suns leading. Now here's Paul. Pass to Ayton. It's good. The assist that time from Paul.
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
Now Conley. He has 6. Gets the 3 to fall. Conley's got 9.
Well, the ability of Conley to be effective at any range means the defense can never relax.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
A line change here for Utah. Second half rolling along. About a minute played here. Here's a 3 from Paul. No luck on that one. And Utah will come the other way. Here's Honey. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Booker. He can't hit that time. Clarkson with the defensive effort.
Well, it hasn't been the most efficient game for this guy, but their team is fortunate to still be out in front.
Third quarter of basketball. We're about a minute and a half in. And here's Booker. From deep 3-point range. And the Suns miss again.
We all know he's a good shooter. But from that distance, I don't think so.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
Excellent D there from Ingles.
He's giving his all, but you can't force yourself back on track.
Clarkson for three. And Aiden pulls it down. Aiden's got 8 rebounds in the game.
Boy, as slow a start as you could have, just 1 for 4 from the field. They're struggling. There is an absolute certainty that when Chris Paul stops playing basketball, he will be in Springfield in the Hall of Fame. Wherever he's been able to play, he has been able to thrive.
And with Paul, after some injuries early, he changed how he went about his offense.
Well, you think about him coming out of college, he was very solid athletically. He's still good in that department, obviously. But the vast majority of his success comes from one of the best IQs and knowledge of the game that we've ever seen.
Here's Booker. And the Suns miss again.
Boy, the wheels have definitely fallen off in this quarter. He cannot buy one.
Here's Honey. He's guarded by Paul. Here's Clarkson. And the layup falls.
How about Jordan Clarkson? The ability at his position to absorb contact and finish the play.
Outside Paul.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Yep, that one goes. Paul's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
They've been a little soft with their defense on the interior.
Utah has gone just 1 of 3 from deep since the break. Pass to Whiteside. Whiteside drawing the double team. Ingles from outside. And Chris Paul clears it away. Outside Booker. And Booker with the jam.
Yeah, the thing about Booker, not necessarily the quickest twitch athlete. He uses that smooth handle to gain separation.
And that's an intentional foul. And the Suns going with a whole new group out there.
First team foul. Substitution for your Suns.
Second half here, and we're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Clarkson with the ball. Picked up by Kaminsky from behind the arc. And Clarkson with the 3. Clarkson's got 5 now.
Well, you can give them a steady diet of pick and roll because if Jordan Clarkson gets downhill, it's trouble.
Outside Payne from the baseline. And it's off the back of the rim. No good. Utah trailing here. Clarkson passes to Ingles. It's stolen by Johnson. And here they come. Utah with the rebound. Clarkson for 3. Kept alive. Here's Whiteside. Hangs. Here's Ingles. And that misses everything.
Listen, that's a shot he can make, but obviously the defense okay letting him shoot it.
McGee finds Kaminsky. Back to McGee. Outside Payne. The kick out to Johnson. Clock is at 3. Ooh, Whiteside with the defensive effort. We're at the end of the 3rd quarter, and we've still got a close one. The Suns on top, up 2. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
Well, we have some elite passing big men in the NBA, and you love that skill. Wow.
Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the 4th quarter. So the Utah 5 right now. They've got Joe Ingles, Rudy Gay out there with Hassan Whiteside. Then it's Jordan Clarkson, and it's Oni in at the point. Nice shot by Whiteside.
In crunch time, trying to get the foul, the bucket, or both.
Payne with it. To the middle. Here's McGee. The rebound by the Jazz. Whiteside's got 6 rebounds in the game. Clarkson passes to Whiteside. That gives them the lead. Whiteside's gotten 4 this quarter.
Zero rim protection. Unforgivable in a tight ball game like this.
You know, we talked about execution offensively coming down the stretch. To me, it's as important defensively, and they didn't have it.
Coming onto the floor for the Jazz.
Ball against Conley. 60 ticks off the clock here in the 4th. He gets it in there.
Well, I love Chris Paul's ability to work on the interior. Tenacious, crafty. Few players his size have done it better.
Out to the right wing. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. It's Booker on the wing, defended by Gobert.
Boy, the lateral quickness of Donovan Mitchell. What a solid defender.
Pass to Gobert. Right side, Bogdanovich. And the shot no good, a bit short.
Well, defenses are content to give up the mid-range, right? It's not the high percentage restricted area or the 3. You can see they're prepared to give up that shot.
Did you see that? Look at the elevation on that dunk, B.A.
Man, he just cocked it back and fired it down with one hand. Mitchell finds Conley. Back to Mitchell. 4-3. Gets the 3 ball to go.
Oh, in pressure moments, he's a guy you trust to make big shots.
Pass to Booker. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by now in the final quarter. And the basket by Bridges.
You've got to be aware and stay attached to Mikal Bridges beyond that arc. This guy's dangerous as a shooter.
Conley against Paul. Conley passes to Gobert. Gobert is doubled. O'Neal on the wing. From deep, Conley. The shot no good. For Phoenix, they've gone 3 of 5 since this fourth quarter started. And Ayton with the stuff.
DeAndre Ayton with a big-time shot. Go ahead, youngster.
Pass to Mitchell. Outside Conley. Now Mitchell from deep. Here's Gobert, and he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. That's on Mikal Bridges.
Well, you think about Rudy Gobert, a multi-time winner of the Defensive Player of the Year. This guy owns the paint, and he is a force to be reckoned with.
Phoenix has gone 1 for 2 from deep in this fourth quarter. It's Booker on the wing. To the paint. That's good from Ayton on the assist by Booker. And the Suns lead by 3.
Well, that's a determined scorer right there. DeAndre Ayton showing a little toughness on the interior finish.
Blocked! Oh, got a piece of it. Outside Booker. Pass to Paul. Takes a 3. And the Suns get another 3.
Well, Chris Paul is usually the guy to deliver the pass. In this instance, getting to the catch-and-shoot game. Go ahead, Chris. Let your teammates make it easy on you.
Oh, rejected by Ayton. And they're able to recover. 1 minute left in the fourth quarter. Outside Booker. Pass to Ayton. Shot clock at 5. Now here's Booker. Not a lot of room. Beat the shot clock, but it's off the mark. Ayton passes to Booker. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a 3-point play.
And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
And as a result, they may be facing just a little bit less resistance right now. They are having their way. Well, this trip to the line should seal the deal. Amazing job.
Pass to Mitchell. 27 seconds left to play in the fourth.
And he's doing things on the glass tonight that we don't often see.
His production has been unbelievable, a testament to how much he cares about his craft.
Outside Conley. For three, O'Neal. That one's good. And it's Conley who picks up the assist.
Well, we've come to expect this from Mike Conley, putting the pass on time and on target.
So the Suns win it. I'm sure they would have preferred a blowout victory, but a win's a win.
And so true, but you have to credit the crowd for
And with, well, he's got the right coach, and he is a terrific young talent. That's a pretty good match. David, thank you. Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. The guards are out there for him, Murray and Barton. Gordon and Jokic hold down the post for him. And it's Porter in at the 3. And for Phoenix, the star backcourt of Paul and Booker are out there. Ayton is the pivot, and Crowder slides in at the 4. And it's Bridges in at the small forward. Paul with the 3, buries it from three-point range. A couple of great big men in the middle tonight, Greg. Center matchups are far from traditional these days, but this should be fun to watch.
Especially, Kevin, once you get into the small ball lineups. I mean, we've seen guys as short as P.J. Tucker play the 5.
Jokic inside. Ayton's there. Just 4 to shoot. And now the Suns a fast break. Booker the pass to Bridges. Second shot opportunity. Paul dishes to Bridges. They get the rebound. Kicks it out to Paul. With 3, Booker. Rebound by Murray. And so it's Barton bringing it up for the Denver Nuggets. It's a 3-point game. Wasted no time on that one.
Not second guessing as Porter makes the right decision to score that time.
Paul passes to Crowder. And here's Booker out to the right wing. Ayton dishes to Booker. Bridges outside. Paul for 3. Murray with the defensive effort.
And so far the team just 1 of 5 and that rim shrinking.
Porter passes to Jokic, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
Well, people try to be aggressive with Jokic, but it doesn't bother him much on that kind of possession.
Paul against Murray. Crowder kicks to Bridges. Pass to Ayton. Back to Bridges. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's going to be on Jokic.
And Bridges, in his young part of his career, has taken on the challenge of guarding some of the league's best offensive players.
And he knocks down the first one. And Brent, with Mikal Bridges, defense is his calling card.
I love the fact that he just has such great hands, anticipation, and length. And he just plays a lot bigger than the size he is on the floor. That kind of stuff disrupts offensive players, and he also just continues to track. Even if he's beat, he will give you second effort to stay in the plays defensively. That's a high-level skill for a young player.
Now, here's Jokic. Porter passes to Jokic, and the rejection by Ayton.
Well, Ayton flashing some good movement there and great timing.
His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile 1 block.
And making a statement right away, letting them know they won't get any easy ones when he's around.
And Michael Porter is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter.
I don't like that decision there on the entry pass. Not with the defender right there ready to pick it off.
It's pretty obvious right now the defense is not comfortable with Barton taking those shots. He's remarkable at drawing fouls when he's on the floor.
The Nuggets shooting their first free throws of the game.
And when you look at their numbers from a season ago, 80% as a unit, that's something you'll be happy with.
Think about Barton's career, 5-star recruit, 2 years in college, and then right to the NBA where he spent some time in the D-League at the time.
Now here's Ayton. It's hauled in by Gordon.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
The Nuggets moving the ball
2
around.
minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Barton finds Murray. He lobs it up. And it's Devin Booker with the rebound. Now, Brent, I was thinking about Barton in those early years. His biggest disadvantage was probably a lack of strength.
You wonder, Kevin, has the game changed so much that that's not quite as important as it once was, where Barton now can have freedom of movement, roam around, play in transition. As we've moved to this pace and space type of offense, Will Barton seems to fit the bill quite nicely.
Paul with the ball, outguarded by Murray. For 3, Bridges. He doesn't hit that one. Now the Nuggets take it the other way.
Give him a little credit. Take some guts to keep shooting if you're struggling this bad. It's getting a little bit ugly right now.
Porter passes to Gordon. The kick out to Barton. Outside, Porter. Murray looking around. And again, Denver no good. And so it's Crowder with it. He'll bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. Pass to Booker. It's Crowder on the wing. Booker in the post. Guarded by Porter. No good from Booker. Denver in the lead. Jokic kicks to Murray. Porter with it. Launches it. Kept alive. Murray outside. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock.
Now that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. And Denver has possession and stolen by Gordon. Fast break. Here they come. And Jokic wide open. He shoots. Great positioning on the putback.
Nice job by Barton as a guard or sometimes small forward to get in there and hustle on the glass.
Here's Paul, and he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And from what we've been watching, guys, with the Nuggets, what are you seeing out there?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. So on the floor for Denver, Gordon and Jokic hold down the post for him. The wing set for them, Barton and Porter. And it's Murray in at the 1. Here's Booker. Shot is good off the back rim and in.
You have to be alert if you're guarding Devin Booker. He's terrific at cutting apart the defense with the dribble move.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Nikola Jokic is arguably the greatest passing center of all time. Arguably because Wilt is in the conversation. But Jokic sees the game afraid him ahead. Nikola said, I just look where defenders are standing, listen to what they're talking about with their play calls. For me, it's a normal thing. I just wonder what they're doing, and I do the opposite. Kevin, it's simple, actually. I'm going to do the opposite now and stop talking.
No. You keep talking, we'll keep listening, and David, thank you very much. Kicks it out to Gordon. Beyond the arc. Phoenix grabs the miss.
Big question mark was Ayton, and could he anchor a defense? He's answered those.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-ups.
Oh, no, I know he can make it, but that's warm-ups, so maybe just a step too far.
Down low, and Crowder slams it in.
That's a good find from Ayton, understanding the defensive scheme, and he just waited for his teammate to be open.
Well, Brent, you said it. Defense now a strength of what Ayton brings to the table.
But that was the point he had to prove, Kevin, as a big guy. What could he do? Every night, you know, if you're not getting the ball down on the inside defensively on the interior, how can I impact the game? He's been patient with it. He's learned it. And now he's embraced the fact that he can make that kind of contribution.
Well, they're trying to take command of this game, but it's been competitive so far.
Yeah, everybody trying to get away from one another, and the threads are keeping them close. This has been highly competitive.
Now here's Booker. Offline with his 3.
Maybe a time to rest him right now, just give him a bit of a breather, try to help him get back on track.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit. That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
And the Suns with a completely new group on the floor. Now, here's Shannon. He's guarded closely, off target at the rim. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And so here's Denver.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Now Gordon.
2 minutes.
No points in the game yet for him. Outside, Porter. A three-pointer, no good. Phoenix has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Porter with the steal. And here we go. Fast break. Murray's got it. And Jokic slams it in.
Pretty fundamentally sound, and Jokic does a great job of keeping his balance there after contact.
Big group substitution here for Denver. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Nuggets.
Fellas, they're passing the ball the way you're supposed to here in this first half.
And maybe a signal as well of how aggressive their defense has been tonight is to look at how many points they have directly off of a turnover.
And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And they'll get another chance. Stolen by McGee. The pass to Shamet. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Shamet's got 5 points in the quarter. Here's Morris. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Dozier passes to Rivers. To the wing on the left. The open shot. Jokic. Denver gets it back. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jeff Green. That is his first foul of the game. Denver making a switch here. Najee's checked in. Tipped away. McGee, the pass to Kaminsky. Here's Shamet. Launches a three. It's rebounded by Dozier. Here's Morris. The layup missed. Got it off in time. It doesn't go for him. And that's it for the first half.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. For the Suns, the first quarter was pretty even. They kept at it on both ends of the floor. And at the end of the...
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. One of the stories here, Jokic getting it done today.
Yeah, early on, he has been feasting in the paint, and you have to think they're going to keep feeding the big fella.
Oh, man, pouring it on right now, and why wouldn't you?
Pop it forward. They'll have Bridges and Crowder. A star backcourt of Paul and Booker are out there. And it's Ayton in at the 5 spot. Who's out there for Phoenix. Passes to Crowder. It's stolen by Morris. And oh, here we go with Green. Nobody back. Najee passes to Rivers. Here's Dozier. Triple from the wing. Dozier's got the opening bucket to start the second half for the Nuggets. And Brent, the wrinkle added to the playoff format for 2021, the play-in tournament really became a hot button issue last season.
Yeah, it felt like you either were going to love it or you weren't going to like it at all. And I think a lot of people really enjoyed the fact that the last month of the season provided games that had something at stake. And that positioning to get into the 10th slot with an opportunity to get into the playoffs drew the attention of NBA fans and players to keep competing until the very end of the season to take that shot at getting into the postseason. So I really like it.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Here's Crowder, and he banks in the layup. And it's 6 points for Jay Crowder.
Well, he passes to the wide open man. Bridges developing some team chemistry.
Dozier kicks to Rivers. Raji passes to Dozier. Outside, Green. Shot clock at 5. And he lays it straight in. Green's got the lead up to 4 now for Denver.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
Booker against Rivers. Back to Paul. Good ball movement here by the Suns. Here's Booker, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. No secret here, Brent. Devin Booker known for his offense, but his defense has come a long way as well.
Yeah, it's so funny when scorers come into the league and they score, and people are still critical of them. That's what happened to Devin Booker. And then he realized as the games became bigger and more important, how much the defensive end is going to help his team do the things he wants to do. And so he's taken that tune. He's decided to play defense. He's been much better over the course of the last 2 seasons.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
So Denver ends up going with a whole new group.
Now, Devin Booker is such a natural and gifted scorer. Even when he gets hit on that play, he stays in control with that shot.
And Murray's got the ball here for the Denver Nuggets. They trail by 1. Lets it go. Here's Jokic. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Jokic has got 9 points.
Such an outstanding effort there for the big man to stay focused with his shot. Jokic, tremendous concentration.
Jokic with the steal. Porter with it. Bridges covering. Barton right side. Outside Gordon. Outside Porter. Barton passes to Gordon. Back to Barton. The high post shot. They grab their own miss. McGee with the block. Outside Crowder. Back to Bridges. Porter with the steal. And there's the call on Devin Booker. That's his first foul. A big group substitution here for Phoenix. Kaminsky, he's checked in for Crowder. Johnson comes in for Bridges. Landry Shamit's checked in for Booker. And it's Payne in for Paul. Murray the pass to Porter. And that one's good. Jokic. Jokic has got 4 points this quarter.
Defensively, they've been flat in this second half. A very different type of team than we saw in the first.
Payne. And that one is off. Now the Nuggets take it the other way. Porter with it. And it's Johnson picking him up. For 3, Murray. Good, and a nice assist from Porter. Now it's a 6-point Denver lead.
He's got a confident shot going right now as Jamal's stepping into that 3 ball.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Shamet kicks to McGee. And again, it's the Suns missing. The Nuggets leading by 6. Here's Dozier. And it's off the back rim. No good.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
Back to McGee. Pass to Shamet. Shot to stop the run. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
And here is Morris. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Kicks it to Rivers. Rebound by JaVale McGee. Now, here's Shamet. Count that one.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Morris outside. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. 3 quarters of play in a close game here. Denver on top, up by 2. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery.
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. And Denver will start the fourth quarter with Monte Morris is out there with Rivers. And it's Green. It's Najee in at the center, filling out the middle. Denver in the lead. Pass to Dozier. And it's good off the back rim and in. Dozier's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for Denver. Phoenix calls timeout.
Trying to snap them out of this little slump.
Well, they can't find the net right now, and all they need, I think, is just to get one to go, get back on track.
And Phoenix with a whole new group on the floor. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, here's what Monty Williams went over with his team during the timeout. He told his guys the inside game is working, so stick with it. That means posting, slashing, getting to the rim, whatever produces these high percentage looks. Kevin, back to you.
Trey, you always want DeAndre Ayton to play more aggressively, don't you?
Well, it's when he's at his best, especially when he's down low and using his frame. He's kind of like, you know, this young kid that doesn't realize how big he is, but he's starting to understand how much his size can impact what he can do on both ends of the floor.
Morris with the bucket.
Defensively, you can't back off him that much. You don't want to give up easy threes at this stage of the game.
Here's Paul driving inside. Backed in off the glass.
Hard to throw Chris Paul off kilter there. Great at completing those tough baskets.
Here's Dozier. Dishes it to Green. The pass to Rivers. Green kicks to Dozier. Knocked away. Paul passes to Ayton. It's tipped, and that's out of bounds. Phoenix will retain possession. Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. The shot by Paul, no good. Denver leading by 3. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Rivers with it. Now guarded by Ayton. And they pick up 2. And the Nuggets lead by 5.
I like that, staying alert. Rivers keeping his head up to find the opening.
And now we've got the intentional foul. And a whole new lineup here for the Nuggets.
Second team foul. In for the Nuggets.
Paul with the ball. There's the drive. Good defense by Jokic.
And you know what? He's just not on his game, no doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team. Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
Yep, that one goes.
And after what was just a horrendous shooting performance in that first half, they're finally starting to find their rhythm here in the second.
Murray against Paul. Kicks it out to Booker. Shot clock at 6. Here's Ayton. A shake. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake. The Nuggets leading by 5, and that's an intentional foul.
DeAndre Ayton. That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Murray against Booker. There's Porter with the 3. Murray for 3. Another 3 for Denver.
And Murray, the kind of player that's earned the trust of his teammates to take that kind of shot.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Paul passes to Booker. And shot on the way. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. Murray for 3. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Ayton's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Jokic with the steal. He kicks it to Murray. Again, the miss by Murray.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Not a way to get out of a funk. He needs to be looking for good, solid, more efficient shots. Not the wild one he took there.
That's good from 17 feet away. Murray's got the lead up to 10 now for the Nuggets.
Guys, I think this is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here in what looks to be a solid win for the Nuggets.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
And watched him all night long. No one could really stop him. Just another excellent game it was for Jokic.
That's amazing defense from him. Seemed to know exactly when to pounce on the passing lanes and predictive steals.
Martin from outside. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Suns.
Suns ball.
And I think they realize any hope of a comeback is gone.
Well, realistic at this stage of the game, they're going to lose this one, but will they take something from the loss?
And so it's Barton bringing it up for the Nuggets. They've led by as much as 10. Booker looking around. Again, the miss by Booker. So the Nuggets win it. They seem to relish their role. David, thank you.
The talented backcourt, and it's Bridges in at the 3. And for Dallas, Hardaway Jr. and Finney-Smith, they're out there on the perimeter. At the 4 and 5, it's Porzingis and Powell, and it's Doncic in at the point. Well, we see it almost every night, Clark. Another great backcourt matchup.
Well, B.A., this league is so stacked with tremendous guards. I mean, all-star caliber guards all over the league, and it really creates a situation where being able to choose guards for the All-Star game is just virtually impossible to not leave somebody off that's deserving.
Pass to Finney-Smith. Doncic with it, and it's Paul picking him up. No one near him, and he knocks the jumper down.
One of the things you've got to admire and respect about him is his aggressiveness at the offensive end, always in attack mode.
Timeout called, the Suns.
You know, for all his skill, and he's got plenty of it, one thing that people don't realize about Doncic is just how strong he is. And he's still uber young. With time, his frame will only get more imposing, and that's bad news for the rest of the league.
Now here's Booker. From deep three-point range, from beyond the arc, and then some.
Proving how lethal he can be. Booker's confidence serves as a catalyst for him, draining long shots.
Pass to Powell. Back to Doncic. From downtown, Crowder grabs the miss. And at 6'7", 230 pounds, Luka Doncic has the physical tools to attack the paint.
And because he's got that body and those skills, he doesn't shy away from contact, B.A. If anything, he knows exactly how to use that size and strength to his advantage.
Now here's Doncic. Down low. Crowder against Porzingis. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Porzingis. Phoenix has gone 2 for 2 from deep to start this one. And the first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Pass to Crowder. Bridges outside. Here's Paul. Just 5 to shoot. The Suns need to get off a shot. Ayton, no good. The Mavericks have gone 1 of 3 from the floor. Hardaway, the pass to Porzingis. And he lays it up and in.
But, you know, guys, we know Hardaway can score, but when he makes these passes, it makes him a lot more dangerous.
Booker against Hardaway. Pass to Crowder to the inside. Outside Booker. The putback. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
I always love the hard work on the glass. Just great activity.
Booker against Doncic. Lets the 3 fly. They get it again. Porzingis. It's good. Off the glass. Porzingis has got his second basket.
No substitute for hustle and hard work, and Porzingis getting the bucket because he put both into effect there.
Ball passes to Bridges. Ayton with it. Back to Bridges. Ooh, the lead pass was in the perfect spot to set up the layup. Bridges has got 5.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using it. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Ayton finds Bridges. 3 shots, 3 baskets. Great efficiency so far.
An outstanding first quarter from the field.
You're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
Back to Hardaway. Pass to Doncic. There's the 3. Porzingis against Crowder. And they'll turn it over. Couldn't get the shot off. A shot clock violation. The Suns leading. Wow, potent offense. It's been fun to watch.
Just aggressive and effective. Taking it right to the defense.
Paul passes to Ayton. That shot, no good. And it's Dallas the other way. Outside Finney-Smith. Beyond the arc. Second chance shot. Fires from deep. Sinks it from distance.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Booker. Pass to Ayton. Outside for Booker. To the paint. Here's Crowder. Oh, it's blocked. It deflects off the backboard. Now here's Finney-Smith. No good with a layup. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one. Suns ahead. They're up by 3, and the second quarter is on its way. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And taking a look at the Suns' performance here, guys. What are your thoughts?
Well, it's simple. I mean, they started off strong, and they've been hot from beyond the arc since the get-go.
Well, the player and ball movement has been excellent. Finding space, operating in space, and when they've gotten open shots, they've knocked them down.
On the floor for Phoenix. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt. Bridges and Crowder holding down the forward spots. And it's Ayton in at the 5 down low. Booker against Doncic. This one for 3. Phoenix grabs the miss. It's Booker on the wing. Powell covers. Bridges outside. Back to Booker. Pass to Crowder. Oh, great D that time from Powell. The Mavericks trailing. Now Hardaway. Looking for his first basket still in this one.
Boy, that's just tremendous focus there, guys. I mean, Hardaway Jr. doing a nice job keeping his composure in a tough spot.
And in the league today, we've got some all-time greats playing out on the wing. But who do you think the best wing in the NBA is right now, Grant?
Oh, boy, you're trying to get me in trouble. That's a tough one. I mean, you have LeBron, you have Giannis, you have Kawhi, KD. All of them are elite. All of them are champions. So if I had to choose, I guess I'll go with, I don't know. They're just all great.
6 to shoot. Here's Bridges. Oh, he gets it to go. So far, he can't miss. He's 4 for 4.
Outstanding distribution there. I mean, what impressive passing ability.
Doncic with it. To the middle. Here's Porzingis. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Porzingis has got 6.
Inside, Porzingis has a lot of advantages. He's stronger than he looked, and we know how tall he is, north of 7 feet, and he's got a super soft touch.
Crowder right side. Ayton passes to Bridges. Now here's Booker. Takes the 3. Pass to Ayton. Inside. And stolen by Porzingis. Down low.
Dallas foul. Tim Hardaway Jr.
McGee, he's checked in for the Suns.
Substitution.
The Suns have gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter. Paul passes to McGee. Pass to Booker. To the inside. Here's Ayton. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
Good court vision from Booker. He sees a wide open man and gets him the ball for an assist.
Outside, Finney-Smith. Doncic against Booker. Back to Finney-Smith. Pass to Doncic. From outside the arc. Hauled in by McGee. The Suns have gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter. Here's Booker. Blocked.
Like seeing Powell flex his muscle on the defensive end. Really good at timing his jump to block the shots.
Back to Porzingis. Outside Hardaway. Dallas needs to get off a shot. And they're on the run. And it's Bridges with the jam.
Got to give him credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point of the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
Exactly. I mean, when you're running neck to neck, those kinds of mistakes tip the scale.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
Well, you know, coming off knee surgery last season, Porzingis got off to a slow start, literally. I mean, he struggled to move his feet defensively and even offensively he struggled. It takes a lot of time to get back to full strength when you're coming off that much missed time and that kind of injury.
Doncic against Booker. The 3 is up. And Doncic with the 3. Doncic has got 5 points.
Boy, it's so impressive you see Doncic at his size handle the ball the way he does. As a defender, he can really put you on your heel.
Here's Paul. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
And how? I mean, they're taking this defense to task, taking them to school. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint.
Back to Doncic. Shoots over Booker. Here's Powell. Good on the shot.
Yeah, Powell showing you right there that he can play through contact. Very physical and good concentration, too, to get that up and down.
Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Paul against Doncic. It's Booker on the wing. McGee passes to Booker. And here's Paul. Fires the 3. Up again. Great positioning on the putback. And the Suns lead by 3.
Boy, for a 7-footer, he's...
All right, Allie, thanks for that. We will see everyone right back after this break.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It is a good game. For the Suns, the first quarter was pretty even. And in one stretch there, they were up by 6. And that...
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Boy, you look at Mikal Bridges. What a contribution.
Yeah, tonight, he's done a great job of slashing through the lane and finishing.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up, be physical with him.
Jalen Brunson is out there with Reggie Bullock. Then it's Moses Brown. Then there's Maxi Kleber. And it's Brown in at the small forward position. That's Jason Kidd's 5 as we get into the second half. Open shot from Brunson. Another one falls for Dallas.
And clearly, he needs no time to warm up.
Yeah, really good sign for them offensively. They should keep getting him touches. Make sure he gets shots here.
And here's Payne. Driving in. And he banks in the layup. Payne's gotten his second bucket of the game.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
And the call will go against JaVale McGee. That's his first foul. And the Suns will go for a different look here. Crowder, he's checked in for Kaminsky. Bridges comes in for Johnson. Payton's checked in for Shamet. And it's Chris Paul in for Payne.
Chris Paul.
Here's Bridges. Yes. And it's Paul with the assist that time. And now it's a 7-point Phoenix lead.
On a nice little roll here to start this half, connecting on their first 3 attempts.
And here's Brunson from the arc. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
McGee passes to Paul. McGee against Brunson. Knocked loose. And so it looks like the Suns will retain possession here. His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile 1 block.
You know, you can't ask for any better defense than that. He responded so fast to the shooter, and it stifled him.
Outside Paul. Here's McGee. Uses the glass on the layup. And the Suns lead by 9.
And guys, the way this defense is getting manhandled down low, you have to wonder if they're at 100% right now.
And that one's good for Brunson.
Defensive mix-up there. He's the last guy you want to leave open.
Brunson against Paul. There's the drive. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
I love this game plan. That's 10 points in a row from in close.
If you can't stop it, here it comes. I'm right at you.
Brunson passes to Brown. Fires from deep. Rebounded by Chris Paul. The Suns have gone an impressive 5 of 5 so far in the third quarter. Pass to McGee. And stolen by Brunson. Brown with it. And it's Paul picking him up. Crowder with a steal. Brown with the steal. Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused. But weird plays happen. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation. Not much resistance from the defense. Easy play that time for him. Despite being the consensus college player of the year back in 2018, Jalen Brunson wasn't drafted until the second round. No surprise he's made himself into a quality NBA player. Great IQ and hard work has paid him.
And the foul on Chris Paul. That's his first foul.
13 foul.
A minute 31 left in the third quarter here. Kleber with it. And it's Paul picking him up. Back to Brown. Lays it up and banks it in. And now just a 4-point Phoenix lead. And 2 national titles at Villanova for Jalen Brunson. Clark, why do you think he slipped to the second round?
Well, it's hard to say, B.A. You know, the draft is more art than science, and guys slip for whatever reason. But if you're a pro and you get into a situation where you can prove how good you are, then you'll hang around in the league. Great college players may not have star potential, but he's truly a long-time NBA player.
And it's a completely new group here for the Mavericks. And a new group getting ready for the Suns. Kaminsky, he's checked in for Crowder. Johnson comes in for Bridges. Shamet, he's checked in for Payton. And Payne is subbed in for Paul. From deep, here's Doncic. The Suns clear it. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Oh, it's stolen by Doncic. And a fast break now. The Mavericks on the run. Oh, a dunk and a foul! A powerhouse move! He's got a chance for one more at the line. Frank Kaminsky picks one up here.
What impresses me most about Porzingis is how versatile he is. I love that about a big man who does a little bit of everything.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Johnson passes to Payne to the middle. Here's Shamet. Here's McGee. Back to Shamet. Pass to McGee. Oh, no good again that time. And the call will go against JaVale McGee. So that'll be a second foul of the game. We're in the bonus. We'll go to the line to shoot 2. No good on that one.
I really like how humble Doncic is as a player. I mean, he never seems satisfied with his own play and is constantly looking for ways to improve upon himself. And that's a great quality to have as a supremely talented player.
Pass to Kaminsky with 1 on the clock. Up and over Doncic. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. That one on Doncic. That one's off.
Frank Kaminsky was picked 9th overall back in the 2015 draft, and he's really established himself in a few years as a quality role player who can stretch the floor.
Third quarter comes to a close, and a battle brings it to a tie. After a quick break, we're coming right back with the start of the fourth quarter. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. With this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. And so, in the game for Phoenix, they've got Frank Kaminsky. Landry Shamet is out there with Cameron Payne. Then there's Johnson, and it's McGee in at the 5, roaming the paint. Outside Paul. Pass to Ayton. Outside for Booker. Now here's Paul. 6 on the shot clock. Booker, the pass to Paul. Buries it from 3. And the Suns lead by 3.
Really confident shooting from Paul out at the arc. If he likes the look, he can drain it from range.
Back to Doncic. Ooh, Ayton with the block. And they're on the break. Paul passes to Ayton. Tipped. Porzingis in the post. He's guarded by Bridges. And they recover it. Here's Hardaway. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Time and time again, they're creating good looks from close range.
And even under pressure in close, I think they've still done a good job maintaining concentration and converting the opportunities.
Booker with it. He's picked up by Hardaway. Lets it go from 11. Here's Ayton. Pass to Crowder. Oh, it's blocked by Porzingis.
That reach of Porzingis is just outrageous. I mean, I love when he uses it on defense to stifle shooters.
Booker finds Paul to the paint. And stolen by Porzingis. Here's Powell. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
That's his second.
That's on Mikal Bridges. All right, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Suns.
Well, I got to say, one thing that stuck out all game is the consistent penetration they've got.
They've also worked very hard to get the ball inside and have been able to get and hit a lot of high percentage shots in this game.
Well, one of the things I really like about Dwight Powell is that he doesn't play outside of himself. He plays to his strengths.
Paul passes to Booker. Takes it inside. Good D by Hardaway. Got a piece of it. And there's the call on Devin Booker. That's his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
The Mavericks have gone 1 of 4 since the fourth quarter began. Doncic against Booker. Inside. Porzingis passes to Powell. Shoots over Ayton. Powell's shot is off. Phoenix has gone 1 for 2 from deep in this fourth quarter. Booker, the pass to Ayton. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Mavericks. If you're just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Outside Hardaway. Powell passes to Doncic. Shot clock at 6. Baseline try. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim.
How impressive is Doncic? This guy is incredible at stepping up in big moments.
Here's Paul. Counted.
Tell you what, it's pretty obvious why CP3 is the man they rely on in these big moments. I mean, he's courageous, fearless, and productive.
Doncic passes to Porzingis. That one falls. Great setup by Doncic. Doncic has got 3 assists now in this one.
Knowing his team needs a hoop, Porzingis says, I'll get it done.
Doncic against Paul. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they will count the bucket.
I mean, you love the aggression defensively, but at this stage of the game, that's a huge mistake.
The Mavericks leading. Doncic with it. Now guarded by Crowder. The 3 is up. Doncic with the bucket.
He's so clutch. When the pressure is at its highest, that's when he's at his very best.
Paul against Doncic. Paul passes to Crowder. Takes the assist and lays it in. Nice setup. Crowder's got his first 2 points.
What fun would it be to play with a guy like CP3? I mean, if you get open, he's finding you, and his leadership skills are unquestioned. That guy would be a joy to play with.
And it's Doncic missing.
And, you know, even though that shot didn't go down, I like how they got him a wide-open look in space there.
Talk about stepping up in a big way.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
Here's Doncic. Let's go with a 3. It's kept alive. Oh, rejected by Ayton. And so the ball out of bounds. Ayton touched it last. There's 42 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. Just 5 on the clock. And here's Doncic outside. Second chance effort. They get it back. Porzingis misses. Bridges down low. He's marked by Finney-Smith. Oh, the trifecta!
Oh, a high-volume score with just too many moves to count. Booker is so dependable under pressure.
And there's the call on Devin Booker. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Third team foul.
Doncic against Booker. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Just so reliable at the line. There was never a doubt that those were money.
Paul passes to Bridges. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Dwight Powell. That's foul number 2 for him.
And a smart choice right there. I mean, you can't allow them to just drain the clock.
No, you got to foul. I mean, it's going to come down to free throws here. Foul right away.
So a close game sees Phoenix taking this one. And this was an emotional.
As the starting fives have been announced. Sit tight. We'll be back. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Hey, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin.
What a great philosophy. DA, thanks. So the opening lineup for the Suns. The star backcourt of Paul and Booker are out there. Ayton is the pivot, and Crowder slides in at the 4. And it's Bridges in at the 3 spot. And for Utah, Conley is the point with Mitchell as the 2 guard. Bogdanovich out there with O'Neal. And it's Gobert in at the center, filling out the middle. And it should be a good one tonight, Steve. 2 teams in the thick of the playoff conversation.
Kevin, the talent is there for both squads. This is where great coaching can make the difference, putting players in position to come out on top.
And so it's Crowder with it. He'll bring it up for the Suns. Booker the pass to Ayton. Good. And a nice assist from Booker.
You got to give Ayton credit. This guy is solid at keeping his balance even with the contact.
No one near Conley as he lets it go. No good from outside.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play. Oh, such a beautiful pass to set that one up.
Yeah, the pass might have been pretty, but the finish was angry. And the dunk by Booker.
As a distributor, Paul is just a machine. He's constantly creating for his guys.
And Paul over to help. O'Neal against Bridges. Mitchell outside. Now, here is O'Neal. And it's Mitchell with the jam.
Donovan Mitchell's vertical is insane. He gets off the ground with such ease for these throwdowns.
And one thing about Donovan Mitchell, Steve, he is always learning, always evolving.
Yes, he is, Kevin. Devours film, seeks advice from other star players, and he's not afraid to get out of his comfort zone. He has ambition for greatness.
And Ayton the bucket on the assist by Booker. Ayton's got his second basket of the game.
I mean, beautiful execution of the game plan offensively. So far, they are hitting 80% from the field.
Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Here's Paul. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Conley the pass to Gobert. Inside, Mitchell. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
That's his first
Well, he wasn't a Burger Chain All-American or a one-and-done college star, but Donovan Mitchell's rapid emergence in the NBA has caught many by surprise.
You know, GA, the first rookie ever to lead a playoff team in scoring. He was handed the keys right away, but he's not satisfied. He still wants more. What a block by Gobert. You expect that from a player who has led the league in blocks.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
For 3, Mitchell bangs home the trifecta. Mitchell's got 7 points.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
And here's Booker from the arc.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
1:58 left in the first quarter of the game. Stolen by O'Neal. Here's Mitchell. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And, folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backcourt.
Paul passes to Booker. And the foul called on Donovan Mitchell. That is his first foul of the game. We have got to see that sensational mobile 1 block again.
And right out of the gate, trying to set the tone defensively, you got to love that energy.
Booker outside. Booker draws the double. Stolen by Conley.
And we've just seen them make mistakes on back-to-back trips. Both those turnovers could have been avoided.
Offensively, that's how you want to end the possession, except for the result.
Bridges passes to Booker. Poked away. Jazz trail by 3. And Mitchell with a clear path to the hoop. And then Mitchell at the dunk.
On that play right there, you see Mitchell's impressive speed and body control in the open court.
Here's Paul. Booker at the elbow. Lobs it up for Crowder. And Phoenix turns it over again.
Unforced errors. These are the kinds of things that break momentum.
44 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Mitchell finds Gobert. Nice ball movement by Utah. Here's Conley, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
One of Conley's calling cards, getting into the paint and converting, even though he's often the smallest guy on the floor.
Paul dishes to Ayton, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert. Phoenix shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor.
Pass to Mitchell. He takes it in, and he goes big with the dunk right over DeAndre Ayton.
What you love about Donovan Mitchell, not only does he explode into his moves, he finishes with authority.
Ayton at the elbow. And the pass to Bridges. Back to Ayton. Donovan Mitchell Mitchell firing on all cylinders for the Utah Jazz. He comes away. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. What do you guys think about the Jazz here in this one?
I mean, offensively, I thought they did a good job of protecting the ball. And defensively, boy, were they disruptive.
Winning the turnover battle here early on, and you see that reflected in the score.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. So on the floor for Utah, Conley is the point with Mitchell as the 2 guard. O'Neal is out there with Bogdanovich, and it's Gobert in at the 5. And Bridges able to finish.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by. And taken away by Paul. And here we go. Fast break. Paul's got it. And that one drops for him. Booker's got 6 points.
One of the best passes we've ever seen. Paul on time and on point.
Conley the pass to Gobert. Mitchell left side. It's tipped. McGee with the block. Bridges outside. Crowder finds Booker. Again, the miss by Booker.
You know what, though? They keep calling his number despite the difficult quarter he's had.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Rudy Gobert may get overlooked, but his coach understands what he means to the Utah Jazz. Quinn Snyder says, his presence on the floor gives us a chance. He's our most important player as far as how he anchors our team. He's the foundation. Kevin, the way they win games, that's saying something.
He is a Defensive Player of the Year multiple times. Phenomenal play. Thanks, D.A. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to. A challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Kicks it out to Paul. There's the triple. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Cold-blooded. That's just part of Paul's makeup. He pulls no punches.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Conley with it. Bridges covering Mitchell. And it's Mitchell with the jam.
One sign of a great playmaker, hitting his man in stride.
And after a down season in 2020, with some questioning if he was over the hill, Greg, Mike Conley came roaring back last season.
And the first player ever to make his all-star debut that far into his career, it had to feel something like redemption. And I tell you, he's not done yet. Has a nice new contract to prove it.
Just 5 to shoot. No good from Booker.
Missing that one helps out all the analytical guys from the mid-range.
His first personal foul. First team foul.
1:53 left in the second quarter. From deep. Conley's shot is off. Phoenix has gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. Utah trailing here to the inside. Looking for Bogdanovich, and he gets it there. Conley kicks to Gobert. The Jazz working the ball around now. O'Neal against Booker. Here's Paul. Dishes it to Booker. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got his 4th assist in this one. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stats for Phoenix?
Their aggressiveness on D has been the most glaring aspect of this game so far. They have the heat turned all the way up in this first half.
And another thing they've done right from the start is converting. A lot of those second chance opportunities, those can be hard to come by sometimes.
And it's Paul penetrating. Can't hit from in close. Utah has gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Bogdanovich inside. He's against Crowder. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Very pretty alley-oop layup. And the Suns lead by 4.
Sweet find there by Booker. All eyes on him with the ball, and Devin understands that. That has a nice feel for giving up the rock.
Conley's shot is off.
And another miss. Ooh, he's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. Paul for 3. A rebound by the Jazz. Here's Mitchell. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even. Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for this.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. For the Suns, the first quarter was pretty even. At one point, they were ahead by 8 points. They had a very good second quarter, currently holding a 4-point advantage at halftime. Kenny, let's start with you. Thanks for joining us.
We've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. It's been one outstanding game from Donovan Mitchell.
That first half looked like a dunk contest mixtape. Was just destroying the rim.
And these weren't just putbacks and alley-oops. He was roaring to the rim and finishing.
And Phoenix looking who they've got on the floor. We've got Johnson. Landry Shamet is out there with Cameron Payne. Then it's Kaminsky, and it's McGee in at the center position. A shot by Clarkson, no good. Phoenix leading by 4. Kaminsky kicks to Johnson. Back to Kaminsky. Pass to McGee. He can't get it to go. Now the Jazz take it the other way. And it's JaVale McGee with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Defense doesn't get much better than the mobile one block we just saw on replay.
And this is why coaches stress the importance of defense. Big block there in this close game.
Here's Clarkson. Passes it to Oni. Kicks it to Ingles. Here's Oni.
They've come out ice cold to start this half. 3 misses and as many attempts.
And it's Johnson penetrating.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
It's a backbreaker for your defense, giving up easy buckets like that.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
You know what another option is? Just give the ball up. Let someone else make a play.
Yep, it goes in, and the Suns' lead is cut down to 4 on the bucket from Clarkson. And so it's Payne with it. He'll bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. And Steve, a second-rounder back in the 2014 draft out of Missouri, Jordan Clarkson with a productive NBA career.
Yes, Kevin, and he's always been a bucket. What has changed is the shot selection. A lot more threes and terrific free throw shooting, making him a great bench weapon.
Clarkson with the ball. Now guarded by Kaminsky. Gay dishes to Whiteside. And the jam by Whiteside.
Becoming a more complete player. Whiteside ready to catch there off the roll.
Suns leading by 4.
Utah foul. Mia Oni. That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
Payne finds Shamet.
Terrific defense by Rudy. Doesn't overcommit to try to make a big play. Just uses his head.
Whiteside, no good. The Suns have gone just 25% from the field here in the second half. They're 2 of 8. Rebound collected by Clarkson. Utah has gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Oni passes to Whiteside. McGee with the block. And Phoenix pushing it up now. Shamet kicks to Kaminsky. Pass to Johnson. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. Here's McGee. Off the left rim and out. Jazz trail by 4. Clarkson right side. Oh, Whiteside in position. That shot off the mark.
Well, that alley-oop attempt, a case of what could have been, just didn't finish the play.
You know, this is something you practice over and over again. I'm surprised they couldn't execute.
And you got to love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grind-it-out game.
Now, here's Clarkson. He's guarded closely. Goes back up. From the arc. The Jazz again can't hit it.
Hard to catch up when you can't hit shots. This is a quarter he liked to forget.
And finished off by Kaminsky.
You need guys who are willing to make the next pass. Shamet doesn't rack up a lot of assists, but he's unselfish.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Here's Gay. He kicks it to Ingles. Clarkson against Kaminsky. And it's slammed in by Whiteside.
Wow, able to adjust in the air, contort his body if need be. Whiteside brutal on the catch and flush.
McGee. 34 seconds left to play here in the third. Sweet move. And the slam dunk by McGee.
Beautiful reverse jam right there.
Use the rim to protect the ball, I think. Clarkson outside. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And you know, Clarkson entering the league as a second-round pick, a little unsung for most of his career, but always seems to find a way to contribute.
He's living there tonight, a tough guy to guard without fouling, and the bonus, he's going to knock him down.
Payne passes to Kaminsky. Johnson outside. Back to Kaminsky. Going inside. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Michael Conley picks one up. For Phoenix, they have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. And Utah making a change here. And he's good on the second. He got it up. The shot that time, not on target. And so it's Phoenix bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. And they... How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Execution. This is what you practice every day. These guys are professionals. Beautiful play.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Conley is the point with Mitchell as the 2 guard. Bogdanovich out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's O'Neal in at the small forward. That's the group right now for Utah. And stolen by Bogdanovich. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball.
It'll be a jump ball.
Ball's knocked loose. And so here's Phoenix. Crowder kicks to Paul. Driving to the basket. No good on that one. The Jazz go the other way with it. And so they foul intentionally.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
First team foul.
Mitchell looking it over. And then Mitchell with the dunk.
That's the result of hard work. Mitchell just gets better and better off the bounce.
Paul dishes to Bridges. About a minute played here in the fourth quarter. Crowder the pass to Paul. Shoots from 14. That one falls. And the Suns lead by 7.
A solid shooter. Once CP3 sees available space, he's going to take that shot.
And there's the pass to Gobert. The dish to Mitchell. Gobert with it. Now guarded by Booker. Gobert double teamed and stolen by Booker. Ayton, the pass to Bridges. Good work defensively by Conley. And there's the call on DeAndre Ayton. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
Jazz shooting not great, 40% for the game. Paul against Conley. To the paint. Here's Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
You know, off that pick, Mike Conley, he's able to drive, shoot, and pass. That's what makes him a tough cover.
And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Paul finds Ayton. On the wing, Mitchell. No good with the wing jumper. And so Ayton will bring it up for the Suns. Leading by 5. Bridges misses.
I mean, that can happen to anyone, but it's ugly every time it does.
Yes, getting a little ahead of himself in that play.
They get a hand on it.
And if they've been saving a sure thing play, now is the time for it.
Hard to stop Gobert on the dunk. His length gives him a clear path to the rim.
Paul against Conley. Paul passes to Ayton. Bridges outside. He dishes it to Booker. 4 on the clock. A second chance effort. A rebound by the Jazz. 3rd minute of action now gone here in the 4th. Mitchell dishes to Conley. Back to Mitchell. For Booker. It's hauled in by the Suns. Booker's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Paul. Feeds it to Ayton. And there it is for him.
He is showing signs of maturity in these moments. It's clear that Ayton takes pride in coming through for his team.
To the middle. Here's Gobert. Puts the move on. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Gobert looking comfortable stepping into the spotlight right now.
Conley against Paul. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Here's O'Neal. Takes it inside. And the dunk by O'Neal.
Going to the rack with energy. Isn't the D afraid to cut him off?
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
In a close game like this, everything has to be challenged. And everything has to be earned.
For 3, Mitchell. That one misses. Good D by Booker. And the foul called on Donovan Mitchell. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Paul.
You need strength, you need length, you need a strong frame and quick feet. Donovan Mitchell has all of that. That's why he could be one of the best stoppers in this game.
O'Neal with it. Bridges covering. Back to Gobert. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top to take the lead. It's in!
That is world class.
Incredible shot with everything on the line coming through for his team.
Ball against Conley. And it's blocked by Conley. Let's go. It's good!
He lives for moments like this because he wants to be the guy to hit the clutch shot.
On offense, here are the Suns. For 3, Booker off target from downtown. And here is O'Neal. And there's the call on Devin Booker. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
Yeah, you can't let him hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
And so it's Utah who springs by with the win. That was a fun night of basketball and fabulous finish as they continued to wait. All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Yeah, That's great to see, Allie. Thanks for that. Here are the 5 for the Suns. Bridges and Crowder holding down the forward spots. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt. And it's Ayton in at the 5. And for Denver, on the perimeter, Barton and Porter Jr. Then there's Jamal Murray. Then there's Nikola Jokic. And it's Bol in at the 4. Crowder, the pass to Ayton. Outside for Booker. There's the 3. Nikola Jokic grabs the miss. And here's Denver.
Boy, Devin Booker is just such an explosive force on the offensive end. He can take over a game each and every night he steps between the lines.
And Booker puts up a deep 3. Sinks it. What range from downtown.
Well, this is very much the definition of a shooting guard. Booker always looking to rise and fire from range.
Now here's Barton. Tipped away. And here's Porter outside. Always a nice way to start. He makes his first one. Boy, when Booker gets locked indoors, he's as deadly as they come in the NBA.
Well, the list of guys who've gone for a 70-point eruption is still very short. 20 points per game for almost the entirety of his career. This guy scores with ease. I don't care what defender you send at him.
Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
Here's Paul. The Nuggets getting their last shot to go. And Ayton with the stuff.
Court vision, intellect, basketball IQ, the masterful distributor that is Chris Paul.
Pass to Jokic. Lets it go from deep. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nuggets will retain possession. Murray finds Porter. Back to Murray. And here's Barton. Jokic with it. Now guarded by Ayton. 4 on the clock. Here's Bol. From 12 feet. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. And we've got to see that sensational mobile 1 block again.
I mean, letting them know up front that he's on the hunt tonight and eager to knock away shots. I love it.
Outside Paul. Right side Booker. Barton with a steal. He's got a clear path. Moving it up. Murray, no good.
Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chippy.
3-pointer, Bridges. And it's Denver with a rebound. Barton, the pass to Porter. The Nuggets with another miss.
That's a shot he makes with regularity, but that time the defense up to the challenge.
Jokic in the post. Is covered by Ayton. Pass to Jokic. Outside Porter. Murray with it. There's the triple. On the wing, Porter. He's guarded by Bridges. From deep, Barton. Cash. Assisting on the play with Porter.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Ayton passes to Paul. Got it. Good job in the low post.
Well, DeAndre Ayton is a team-first guy, and boy, does he set up the open man.
The kick out to Barton. And another 3 for Denver.
Such a reliable threat from range. You'd think the defense might key on him a little bit more.
It's Bridges on the wing. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back.
Well, in catch-and-shoot opportunities, you've got to have good feet and pre-shot preparation. Mikal Bridges, yes, sir.
Pass to Barton. Jacks up a 3. Bol, no good. The Suns have gone 4 of 9 in this one so far. To the middle. There's the steal. Here we go, 1-on-1. Barton, the pass to Jokic. The wide open shot is on the money.
So steady jump shooting. Jokic almost has a set shot under control when he lets it fly.
Paul finds Booker. And there's the drive. The shot won't fall. And it's Denver the other way. tipped. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. And Booker with the jam.
You know, guys, that's the selfless attitude of Mikal Bridges. So willing to give it up to an open guy.
Here he goes. Rejected by Jokic. On the break. And here's Porter outside. And that one's good. That makes him 2 for 3.
You know, a lot of coaches might let you hear it for taking the three-pointer on the break, but I like the decision there. The D had already collapsed inside.
Booker on the take. And Booker with the jam.
How great is it that the body control by Booker is there when he's driving and finishing at the rim?
Good scoring in this one as we conclude the first quarter. Nuggets ahead, leading by 4. And quarter number 2 will get underway just after this short break. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. All right, guys, what do you think about the Nuggets here in this one?
Well, I'm really loving their activity. I mean, they're contesting shots. They've really set a strong tone early.
Well, as a shooter, when the ball is sent back in your direction enough times, it can certainly have an impact on your mind.
And so in the game for the Suns, Crowder and Ayton, the bigs. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt. And it's Bridges in at the small forward position. Pass to Ayton from outside the arc. Denver grabs the miss.
Well, they are daring him to miss, and he obliges.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Hey, Brian. Well, we know this about Jamal Murray. He is not shy of letting that thing go. He said, quote, anyone that knows me knows this. I'm going to take the last shot. I've always believed that, envisioned that, dreamed that, and practiced that. And I'm going to make it. Guys, there's no denying that confidence.
Well, it serves him well, right, Allie? Thanks for that. Stolen by Ayton.
Just a great play on D to throw him off the shot and force a turnover.
Yep, count it. Crowder's got his first bucket in this one.
Well, I'll tell you, great job by Crowder to free himself up, an aggressive interior scorer.
Murray passes to Porter. It's good. And the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got 3 assists now in this one. You know, one thing Porter's been working on, finishing off contact.
Yeah, defenders body him up whenever possible. He's young, so it's not easy to add a lot of muscle. But once he does, his game should reach another level at both ends of the floor.
So it's Denver now. Coming off a Suns make, Murray passes to Barton. From deep. Murray, no good. For Phoenix, they've got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. And it's Bridges with the jam.
Well, you cannot let Mikal Bridges get into the paint because he's going to hammer it home when you do.
Barton, the pass to Porter. Murray against Paul. And it's Murray finishing it off.
And after putting it down, he dangles from the rim a little.
Man, that's borderline taunting right there, Grant. They're playing with a certain swagger right now. Paul. Here's Bridges. Again, the Suns good for 2.
Sometimes the mid-range is your best opportunity. Bridges more than willing to make that shot work.
It's Jokic, high post. Pass to Barton. Back to Jokic. Lets it fly from 18. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
And Crowder with the jam.
You simply cannot sleep on Crowder in transition. He's a speedy forward who will run the floor for easy opportunities.
Now here's Murray. Here's Jokic. And here's Barton outside. The rebound by Bridges.
Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
That puts him in the lead. Booker's got 10 points in the game.
Sharpshooter from anywhere on the floor. Booker's release and form, it's so mechanically sound.
Murray from outside. An absolute bomb from 3-point range. Looking at the modern game, Grant, what adjustments would you have to make in your game to thrive in the league today?
Well, I would have worked more on developing the three-point shot. Back in the 90s, it was more about the mid-range game, a la Michael Jordan. But these guys now, they live at the arc, and that's just not how we did it back in the day when I was playing.
Denver has gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc in the second quarter. Up the floor. Porter's shot is off. The Suns trailing. Here's Bridges. The rebound by Murray. Denver has gotten 6 of 10 3-pointers to drop. To the inside. Stolen by Ayton. Porter against Bridges. Ayton. Nice persistence to tip it back in. Ayton's got his second basket of the game.
Well, you have to love DeAndre Ayton's effort, intensity, and relentlessness as a rebounder.
And there's the foul. It's on DeAndre Ayton. That's his first foul. And it's a completely new group here for the Nuggets. 40 seconds left in the second quarter. Rivers off target from 3-point range. Phoenix with the ball. They're on a 13-5 run. Here's Johnson. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. And the Suns lead by 3. Morris passes to Green. Morris outside. Down low. Outside for Green. And another miss by Denver. Here's Payne. Driving in. Goes up and lays it in. Nice and easy. And now it's a 5-point Phoenix lead.
Well, everyone's seeking those high percentage looks in the restricted area. Nicely done there.
Morris for 3. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. For the Suns, the first quarter was pretty even. They only had a couple of rough stretches as the first period. Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. One of the stories here, Michael Porter getting it done today.
He's hit shot after shot from deep. He's so locked in right now.
Well, the break certainly didn't have a cooling effect on him at all. He's in a great rhythm, looking comfortable and confident.
Green out there with Aaron Gordon. Then there's Austin Rivers. Then it's Monte Morris. And it's Najee in at the 5, down low. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Michael Malone.
Boy, we are so lucky to have so many outstanding young role models in the NBA. Aaron Gordon did fantastic work in the community in Orlando when he was a member of the Magic.
The shot by Payne, no good. Denver has gone 7 of 14 from the perimeter in this one. That's a foul called on Cameron Johnson. That's his first foul of the game. A different look for Denver.
Team foul. Substitution for your Nuggets.
Barton, the pass to Porter. Here's Bull. McGee with a steal. Johnson inside. Porter's there. Johnson with a bucket.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
The Nuggets trail. Gordon making a donation to support homeless kids in local schools. Also, Aaron producing a video to help spread awareness in Central Florida.
Gosh, that video was so special. Aaron said, quote, potential is universal. Opportunity, not so much. That's where we come in. Unquote. Boy, just great to have guys like Aaron caring about the youth in their community and trying to make an impact with their influence.
And the Suns will go for a different look here. Crowder, he's checked in for Kaminsky. Bridges comes in for Johnson. Devin Booker, he's checked in for Shamet. And it's Paul in for Payne.
And for a smaller player, Chris Paul appears so comfortable on the interior. He knows he can score from this area.
Now here's Morris. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. Gordon finds Green. Morris outside. Pass to Gordon. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Najee. And he comes up with a bucket. 5 points in the game.
Wow, what a start to this half. 3 for 3, dictating the pace on the offensive end. They're rolling early.
Paul passes to Booker. And an intentional foul right there.
He don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
A different look for Denver.
Substitution for your
On the wing, Crowder. Outside Booker. Three-pointer. And that one goes. He's now recorded his 5th bucket in 8 tries.
Boy, everyone is getting to their spots and then capitalizing. 3 for 4 in the quarter. Beautiful.
Murray passes to Jokic. Outside for Porter. The 3-ball. And another 3 for Denver.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling 3-point opportunities.
Now here's Bridges. 7 points in the game. Pass to Paul. To the paint. Lets it fly. Out to Bridges. Now here's Booker. 3-pointer, no good. There's a minute 54 left in the 3rd quarter. Barton outside for the lead. Outside Murray. The 3. Crowder grabs the miss. The Suns leading. It's Booker on the wing. And stolen by Murray. Back come the Nuggets on the run. The finish. Oh, now that's how you finish a break. Throw it down with force.
And that's gotta hurt. A turnover for a free run at the rim.
And now we know who has the momentum.
It's still close, though. These teams have been neck and neck. Let's see the response here.
That's his first personal foul. 2nd team foul.
And now they lead as the free throw drops in for him.
Michael Porter Jr.
Porter hits them both. So both teams making some changes here. 1:16 left in the 3rd quarter. Here's Rivers. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Pass to Payne. Back to Kaminsky. To the inside. Shamet. It's tipped.
Boy, the vertical that Aaron Gordon has helps him on the defensive end. Twice on the pipes with that block.
He kicks it out, takes advantage of the open space. That'll leave a defense scrambling.
Morris outside. Now Gordon. Morris finds some space. And again, Denver no good.
With the defense absent, that was a great opportunity, but no go.
Here's Johnson. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Oh, what ferocity on the throwdown. I just love when he goes up with purpose.
Where was the D right there? The effort lacking big time.
Yeah, give him credit for taking advantage in a close game. Those are the types of plays that can swing things in your direction.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
McGee passes to Payne. It's stolen by Green. The shot. And he converts the layup.
What a sequence from Austin Rivers. That ball on the string. What a pretty dribble drive.
Now Payne over Morris. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. That's the end of the 3rd, and it's tied up. And 4th quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver. And he did just that.
Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the 4th quarter could have more action in store for us. On the court for the Suns, getting the 4th quarter going. They've got Johnson. JaVale McGee out there with Frank Kaminsky. And then it's Landry Shamet. And it's Payne in at the point. Outside for Green. On the wing, Rivers. Pass to Morris. Here's Rivers. Clock at 6. Driving inside. The Nuggets need to get one up. He can't get it to go. So Phoenix will take it the other way. And the Suns going with a whole new group out there. Phoenix has gone 4 of 9 so far from the perimeter. Outside Paul. They double team Paul. On the wing, Crowder. Back to Paul. Off target at the rim. And a big issue for them, turnovers.
Yeah, you just can't give away possessions in this league.
Here's Rivers. They get it again. It's good on the putback.
Well, at 6'9", great athlete, Aaron Gordon can be a problem on the glass.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Monte Morris. That's his second personal foul. Second team foul. Substitution.
Booker against Barton. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock. And Booker with the jam.
Well, Devin Booker's game is finesse, but if you open up a window to jam it, he'll finish it.
Pass to Bowl. Here's Murray. And it's Murray finishing it off.
Woo-wee! What a big finish out of the backcourt.
That might be exactly what they needed at this point of the game.
Boy, as tight as this one is, that's a statement play saying, hey, listen, we're not here to back down from you guys.
Crowder, the pass to Booker. Hayden with it. Jokic grabs the board. Jokic has got 5 rebounds tonight. Murray drives it. Oh, that's something else, man.
Beautiful. You see the speed there. Love watching Murray go right towards the rim and convert.
Here's Paul. Oh, Jokic with a block. They've got numbers. From downtown, they grab their own miss. That shot is off. And the Suns pushing it up now. Crowder with it. Checked by Murray. Here's a 3 from Paul. An open look for Booker. Nice spin off the left rim and in.
Does it seem to you guys that this guy, nothing faces him? Booker treats every moment like every other moment. No matter how big, no matter how small.
Now here's Murray. Pass to Jokic. Now Barton.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
To the middle. Here's Bowl. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
This has been the story of the game. A battle fought on offense.
And it is a major disadvantage down the stretch if you can't guard. This may just come down to who has the ball last.
Paul with the bucket.
Chris Paul is no stranger to delivering in the big moments. Go ahead, CP3.
Against Murray. Pass to Jokic. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call.
Boy, not on the same page there. And in a possession ball game, that's a big mistake.
The Suns have gone 4 of 7 from the field in the fourth quarter. Paul against Murray. Paul passes to Crowder. He's off on that one. And the Nuggets going the other way now. 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Jokic, soft touch off the glass.
Morphing from second-round pick to superstar. Jokic comes up big for this team night after night.
And now we've got an intentional foul.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Gordon's checked in. Inside. And he got the whistle up. And no surprise here. At this stage of the game, they're going to use the coach's challenge. Make them take another look at the call.
People were worried that this would slow the action down. But with so many close calls in every game, the NBA was smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look. And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
All right, we present our New Balance Player of the Game, Michael Porter.
And what an unbelievable offensive performance from him tonight. I mean, it's been crazy fun to watch him just go off. I mean, the defense had no chance. He just kept scoring over and over again.
Hey there, guys. Mike Malone was just reviewing the plan with his team. He told his players, you know your job. Now just go out and do it. Don't get caught up in the moment. I want you to play with a steady pulse. He understands the emotions can run high at this stage of the game.
Now here's Murray. Jokic up top. Pass to Barton. And it's in.
And the stakes were high right there. What a bucket.
I'll tell you, that changes things, doesn't it? Good job, young fella. What a game.
Paul.
Yeah, you have got to be cautious around Chris Paul. He understands how to lean and when to draw contact.
Good on the first, and that brings him within 2 here. So he gets them both.
You get the sense this guy relishes getting to the free throw line in these tough moments. You talk about clutch, this guy is it.
And I think we'll see him milk the clock a bit.
Yeah, seems like the heady move right now.
And connect from downtown.
That's one of those clutch shots he's known for. When the pressure is high, he seems to be the most locked in.
Now here's Paul. It's Booker on the wing. The putback controls the rebound and the putback.
But DeAndre Ayton is engaged, he's focused, and he delivers a clutch bucket.
Gordon outside. 4-3. Denver the rebound. Great positioning on the putback. And the Nuggets lead by 4.
Looking to close things out. That might have been the nail in the coffin.
Well, at this point, they're so far up, it would take a real collapse to give this game away at this point. These are the moments where Crowder has earned the trust and equity with his teammates. That's a big-time delivery.
And they foul intentionally. Now, they're going to have to do that again. They're not in the penalty just yet. And they go to the intentional foul.
Yeah, and that was a smart move. I mean, you have to foul right there. You just don't want them to run out the clock.
He drops the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
Hailing from Canada, Jamal Murray is the latest star to emerge from the North, joining country mates like SGA, RJ Barrett, Brandon Clark. Really impressive.
So it's the Nuggets. Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks.
you